Hey guys, what is going on? POTB here. In this video I would like to answer this question: can you build muscle with eating only one meal a day? And I would like to point out that yesterday I already uploaded a video that I speak about building muscle on intermittent fasting, but I took a decision to dedicate a whole another video to the subject: can you build muscle on Omad regimen or one meal a day? And the answer is, of course, you can build muscle on one meal a day, but there are few key things that you need to pay attention to in order to have success in your muscle building journey. So I would like to point out that you need to stay on surplus calories and you need to get enough protein. On another hand, everything depends on a certain situation with each and every individual, but for example, if you prefer to stay completely ketogenic and have your one meal a day only with ketogenic based foods, which are high fat, moderate protein, you need to make sure that you get adequate amounts of protein for your daily requirements. So ketogenic or not ketogenic, you need to get enough protein in order to build muscle. So on another hand, if you prefer to go with the carbohydrates, I completely understand this. If you feel you're going to be able to build more muscle, I agree with you, this is probably true, but you have to make sure that you eat enough carbohydrates and again enough protein. The protein is the thing that will build muscle. If you go completely ketogenic, you will rely on ketones, so you need to get enough fat in order to not get in the gluconeogenesis mode, which is breaking down amino acids for sugar, for glucose. And if you go with the carbohydrates, you need to consume adequate amounts of carbohydrates for your personal needs. With that being said, yes, you can build muscle with one meal a day if you are able to consume that amount of food at once, or two portions, like double portion. I go with one double portion. I even can do a triple portion. It depends on what I've trained on this particular day. For example, if it happens that I do a really heavy back session with deadlifts or rack pulls and a lot of free weight rowing movements in the morning, and then I come back and hit a light back session or an arm session, and then I do my one meal a day, most definitely I will probably do something like a triple portion of something that I eat during this period of time. For example, if I do completely ketogenic diet, I will probably have 1.5 pounds of red meat along with a box of eggs, a lot of Kerrygold, a lot of salts, and probably some sour cream. On another hand, if I go with safe starches, let's say I do the perfect health diet approach, which works really well for me, and I do some safe starches, I would definitely go with a lot of red meat, probably another protein source which will be more of an isolate type protein. For example, something like really lean chicken breast, hormone free, most definitely hormone free, and some veggies, not fibrous veggies but colorful veggies like carrots, red peppers, that kind of stuff, red onions. Those are my favorite veggies. My body absorbs everything better when I do this type of veggies versus the fibrous veggies. And I'll do a lot of basmati white rice. This is what works for me. You on your side have to determine what works best for you, because here's the trick with one meal a day. If you really want to stay on a surplus, if you really want to build muscle, you have to understand that this is a lot of food on one sitting. This is not a joke, and this is a lot of food on one sitting. So what I would like to recommend you, a lot of people will disagree for this, but I will definitely recommend you, as a fellow Omad practitioner, to use foods that are easy digestible for you. So for example, let's say broccoli is an amazing, extremely healthy food, but my body doesn't agree with broccoli. If I eat broccoli, healthy or not, I'll feel like shit. And basically broccoli will slow everything that I consume along with the broccoli, and will be total mess in my stomach, and I really want to avoid this. On another hand, if I do carbohydrates, I'll most definitely go with my #1 starch source. This is the basmati white rice that is toxic free. So pay attention to the rice from where it's being imported. This is really important because you don't want to put any kinds of toxins or arsenic in your body. So I will go with the white rice and probably a lot of red meat that is already ground lean red meat, because I'm gonna be able to process everything and digest everything a lot better. My body digests the white basmati rice and the colorful veggies I mentioned really fast, very effective. I'm able to absorb everything really effective, and I feel great. I do not have problem to eat that much on one sitting if I do consume these exact foods in this particular way I mentioned. On another hand, if you prefer to go completely ketogenic, I will again definitely recommend you to have some ground beef, to have some eggs in order to have some easy digestible proteins and fats, to have some butter. And me personally, I would like to say this as an advice. I really try to stay away from the fatty fishes. I know they are great, but there are several reasons why I do not consume any of them fatty fishes. When I do completely ketogenic diet, even on Omad, the reason being is I'm not able to process that much salmon on one sitting. I will be bloody honest with you. If I eat that amount of salmon, like a pound and a half of salmon on one sitting, I'll probably pass out or I'll puke. My body doesn't agree with salmon. I don't know why, but my body does not agree with salmon. On another hand, I'm not able to get my hands on wild-caught sockeye salmon or wild-caught Alaska salmon. All of the salmon that is available here where I live is imported from Norway, and this is probably one of the most toxic foods on the planet. If you do not believe, you can Google salmon confidential and see for yourself. I personally do not want to put this fish in my body. This is how it works for me. On another hand, if I go with some forms of mackerel and other fatty fishes, again my body can't process that amount of fish on one sitting. My body simply doesn't agree with those fatty fishes. So I keep the red meat, probably some chicken, probably some whole chicken. You can do a whole turkey with a lot of butter. It's high in protein, great bodybuilding food. So in the end of the day, as a conclusion of this video, the tip that I would like to give you, or the advice, is you have to pay attention to few key points in order to have success with your muscle building journey on Omad/1 meal a day. First one, you need to stay on surplus calories. Second one is you need to get adequate amounts of proteins and carbs, or proteins and fats. So the third one is do not pay attention to what others say. This is a really big amount of food for one sitting. So my recommendation here is to stick with foods that are easy digestible for your body. Basically, this is it. I hope you find the video helpful or useful. I definitely wish you luck with your Omad endeavors as a fellow Omad practitioner. If you like the video, you can click on the thumbs up button down below. If you're interested in more videos like this one, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I try to stay as consistent as I can, and I really try to upload content daily. So yeah, basically this is it. I'm a wrap here for now. I would like to thank you for watching this video. Please stay tuned for more. Peace, and I'm out.